I think it's pretty safe to say that by far a handful of the fan-favorite characters in the Star Wars franchise has got to be Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, Palpatine, and more that so many fans love in the prequels, originals, you name it. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, as of right now, April 7th of 2020, here we are approaching midway through the month. Time really is passing by throughout this year of 2020, and a lot of fans have been looking forward to the future of Star Wars. Everything ranging from The Mandalorian Season 2, all the way over to the Kenobi TV series, the new Star Wars trilogy of films, and even the Ahsoka Tano TV show that is actually in the early development phase. But everything else aside here, what's really intriguing as well as, of course, is the new Star Wars universe. I don't know if you guys are very well aware, but this new universe is actually said to be quite larger than the old one that we got back in the 90s and the 2000s. The thing about this new universe is that they will be borrowing elements from both Star Wars Legends and, of course, original material that we have yet to see by, of course, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas, and of course the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek. Now, speaking about Bob Chapek, he's still in that transitionary phase that's going to last until next year, where Bob Iger is showing him the ropes into becoming the ultimate CEO of Disney. However, what's really intriguing and quite worrisome for some Star Wars fans, at least I feel, is the fact that major retcons are coming our way for the Skywalker saga. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as their new Star Wars universe. Now, currently, the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, has been making key changes over at Lucasfilm in order to create a better future for Star Wars in general. Now, it's explained that Bob Chapek has promoted Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to make creative choices over the new Star Wars universe and more, where it's explained that Bob Chapek recently just initiated major retcons to be done by Lucasfilm employees for the new Star Wars universe, and that many of these retcons will be applied to the prequel trilogy era of Star Wars films. Now, it's noted that one of the major retcons to the prequels have to do with retelling the story of the Chosen One prophecy during the events of Revenge of the Sith in this new Star Wars universe that is going to rewrite history. Now, it's noted that the actual true origin of the prophecy of the Chosen One will have to do with the Wills, who are godlike beings, that created the prophecy of Anakin Skywalker. The story is said to be told sometime in 2021 next year, where not just that, but also Bob Chapek is going to make it happen, that Anakin was created by both Darth Plagueis and Palpatine during the events before the prequel trilogy era. It's explained that this massive reset to the franchise will make fans view the character of Anakin in a different way, and that Chapek wants to restructure Star Wars to the point where it was Palpatine and Plagueis who created the true Skywalker bloodline. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are said to handle the creative end for books, novels, comics, and more that will be told for this new universe. By Chapek making the Skywalkers the creation of Palpatine and Plagueis, it's said to give more weight to the Rise of Skywalker and all of the Star Wars films within that massive saga, and that retcons are also coming for how Rey could be made into a literal Skywalker in the new universe in a unique way. So, the thing that worries me about this is that I'm not quite sure if a lot of fans are really going to accept this, the fact that they are trying to make Plagueis and Palpatine the true creators of the Skywalker bloodline. We're talking about Anakin, Luke, Leia, Ben Solo, so on and so forth, right? So, the thing about that, very interesting, this would actually further make Palpatine and Plagueis the true puppet masters of the Skywalker saga, and if you look at it in that sense, it does make it quite tragic, and could also explain as to why these characters always go into a tragic route. We've seen this with Anakin, we've seen this temporarily with Luke, and we've also seen this with Ben Solo. The only Skywalker per se that didn't necessarily have a dark or a misguided path was Leia. Right? Leia, of course, embraced the Jedi path for a while, but pursued politics. So, when we look at everything related to what Chapek is trying to do with Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and George Lucas, of really trying to restructure, to restart Star Wars, to make us view all of these movies in a different light through this new universe. I think it's very interesting. I myself personally, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal to me to have Plagueis and Palpatine be the true creators of the Skywalkers. To me, it's not that bad. But to some fans out there, this may very well be a terrible decision, and I completely understand, everybody's opinions out there on key changes by Bob Chapek for this Star Wars universe. That's really going to have a major effect on the movies, kind of like how they explained in this new universe that Palpatine was indeed a clone in Episode 9. It does change how you view the Rise of Skywalker. Now you know that he's not the original Palpatine. So, with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.